Hello, I'm Matthew Koffenberg. I am a physical therapist and I own Back in Motion Physical Therapy in Perham, Minnesota, as well as Park Rapids, Minnesota. Today, I'm going to start a new series. This series I'm going to entitle The 5 Best. So we're going to talk about the 5 best exercises for various parts of the body. So it might be the 5 best exercises for your knee. It might be the 5 best exercises for your hip. The intention of these exercises, when I say the 5 best, what I'm talking about is doing exercises to help prevent problems in the future. So if you currently have problems, don't start these exercises. Make sure you talk to your doctor or come and see me or come and talk to your physical therapist. So these exercises are designed for people who don't have pain, but they want to prevent pain in the future. So we'll talk about the 5 best exercises. Today, it's just going to be the 5 best exercises in general. So these are 5 exercises that I believe everyone should do to help, in general, prevent a lot of different things that can happen. So we're going to address balance, we're going to address posture, we're going to address the low back. The low back is the most common area that gets hurt, so you want to do an exercise on a daily basis to help the low back. We're also going to do something for the shoulder as well. So these are the 5 best exercises in general to help prevent concerns. So the first thing that I recommend that everybody do is work on your balance on a daily basis. It's really, really critical that we maintain good balance throughout our lifetime. As we start to lose balance, the chances that we might fall increase. As we start to lose balance, we can actually increase the likelihood that we could end up with arthritic changes in our joints because our joints can't handle stresses as well. So it's really important that we do a balance activity every day. The easiest one to do is a single leg stance. So you just stand on one leg. Now, you want to make sure you do it in a safe environment. So it's always nice to have a chair around you, a table around you, a bed around you. If you need to, make sure you're holding on to something. Have one hand on something, and then stand on one leg. And as you're on that leg, as you gain confidence, you take your hand away, and you try to maintain that position as long as you can. Now, ideally, what I often tell people to do is when you're standing on one leg, ideally you want to be able to stand on that leg for at least a minute. If you can stand on one leg without arm support for 1 minute, you've got pretty decent balance. So that's exercise number 1. Do that daily, up to 5 minutes a day. The second exercise that I highly recommend people do on a fairly regular basis is one rotator cuff exercise. There are so many issues with the rotator cuff that it's really a good idea to stress the rotator cuff on a daily basis. So the easiest one to do and the safest one to do is one where you lie on your side. So if I were to work my right side, I'm going to lie down on my right side. Okay. I'm going to take a towel roll and I'm going to place it underneath my arm. I'm going to have my elbow bent at 90 degrees and I'm just going to rotate my arm up and down. You want to do 25 of them. If you can do 2 sets of 25 and not get tired, then you can hold on to some weight. Not a lot of weight, like a soup can. Never ever go higher than 4 pounds with the rotator cuff exercise. So start with no weight. 2 sets of 25 is how many you want to do. Not every day. The rotator cuff you want to work every other day. Third exercise, the third best exercise to do, is a low back exercise. This one you do every day. And I would recommend that you do about 20 to 25 of these every day. It's a very simple exercise. You lie down on your stomach and you do a press up. You want to keep your hips on the ground and you want to try to get your elbows as straight as you can. A lot of us will only be able to come up this high, and if that's all the higher you can go, that's all the higher I want you to go. So you just go back and forth. You don't hold it, you just go up and down. Phenomenal exercise for the low back. Every day, 2 sets of 25. Fourth exercise is a postural exercise. Our last episode was all about posture. I showed you this exercise. We'll briefly review it. You do it up against a wall. Your back goes up against the wall. You tighten up your stomach. You pinch your shoulder blades together. You get the back side of your head to touch the wall. And you just raise your arms up and down. And you hold that for 30 seconds, up to 60 seconds. This one I also would do every day, once to 3 times a day. Tighten the stomach, back flat, shoulder blades together, back of the head touching the wall, and you just go up and down. Final exercise does involve one piece of equipment. You don't have to have this. You could actually roll up a towel and it would work just as well. Place it on the ground and you place it just below your shoulder blades. You support your head and you just lean over the back of it. If you have a foam roll, you could actually then roll. It feels really good. If you're just using a towel, just lay over the back of it. Okay, and you just kind of go back and forth. You do that, go back and forth or lay over the top of it every day, 1, 2, 3 minutes. That starts our series of the 5 best. These are just the 5 best exercises to do in general. Next time we'll probably, let's talk about the ankle foot next time. I'm Matthew Koffenberg. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, 218-346-2464.